Welcome everyone to HueFin News. Today is August 24th, 2018. Just give you all a quick update of some of the things we are seeing in the cryptocurrency space. Bitcoin is still holding its dominance above 50%. Overall market cap is still around the low $200 billion cap. So the market has been very stagnant today in trading, so a lot is not going on in this particular space, even though the SEC has stated that it is going to review a lot of the SEC Bitcoin ETFs. They're going to go back and review it rather than completely negate the fact that they're going to actually have Bitcoin ETFs. So that could be some of the reasoning as to why the cryptocurrency space is literally stagnant right now. But I will tell you though that Bitcoin is continuous movement above that $6,600 level, which has plagued this currency over the last couple of days to weeks or so. So we may continue to move higher or not. We may continue to move higher or we may not. I will definitely tell you in our analysis for today. Okay. So right now you can see here that a lot of these altcoins are making some minor gains in the space. Some are up 0.5%, 0.75% like Ripple is. Stellar is up almost 5%. So that is pretty good for that currency. Litecoin, Cardano, Monero, and as well as IOTA are both up 2%, and Cardano is up 1.15% right now, according to this website. So it's just literally one of those days to where the market is not necessarily giving us any indications that it is going to have a substantial breakout to the upside anytime soon. So one of the ones I want to point out to y'all is LISK. Definitely seems as if LISK has some momentum, some tailwinds that is allowing this currency to shoot substantially higher in price. It is up 22.58%. Let's just go ahead and look at the charts for that one real quick. So we are looking at LISK, and let's take a look on the daily price chart, see exactly what's been going on in space. So the last couple of days, this currency has seen a substantial, dramatic decrease in price in the beginning half of August, and towards the ending half, which is the 24th, we have literally came right back up here towards the $4.50, $5.50 support and resistance area. And I am expecting LISK to consolidate and bounce in between those prices over the next couple of days. $4, well, I would take $4.50 as support and $6 as resistance. So literally I'm expecting LISK to slow up its momentum to move to the upside, and you can definitely tell that that is what's going on at this particular moment. We are seeing some indications of some stockpile coming into the space. So my analysis will be for LISK to start its consolidation to where $6 is resistance, and that support area is around $5.50. Now we can make another quick movement back up to that $6, since that has plagued this currency as resistance in the past. So now let's take a quick look at Litecoin. So taking a look at Litecoin, you can see that this currency is up almost 1%, but you can definitely tell here on this daily price chart how this currency has been played with non-interest and higher prices. So we're severely weak in Litecoin, but the market has held that $50 area, and you can tell that is exactly what occurred here during this particular time. Litecoin came and held $50 as support, and during this particular time, during July of 2017, it was plaguing it as resistance. So for us to come all the way up from $375 all the way back down to $50 to hold support momentarily definitely tells me that we will continue that consolidation in Litecoin. And literally the daily price chart is still showing us more strength and weakness at this particular moment. Looking at the 3-hour chart for Litecoin, definitely you can see we are making higher lows, and even on that last 3-hour bar, even though we got some stockpile coming into space, we are still maintaining the strength as well. So the best thing that I'm looking for in Litecoin is continued consolidation, and then eventually movement to higher prices. It might not move that high, $60, even $62.50, but nevertheless I still see some strength in the market for Litecoin at this time. Long term, expect more or less consolidation $50 is support, and $62.50, even $65. Well, I'm sorry, $60 will be the first area of resistance, and then $62.50 will be the second. So now let's take a look at Ripple. Taking a look at Ripple on the daily price chart, you can see here as well that we have seen a very increased amount of volume come into the market for Ripple towards that 26-25 cents area, all the way back up to 36 cents. Unlike Bitcoin, Ripple is still giving us more weakness than strength, right? So the weakness that we saw here on the 22nd of August is still in play. So I'm not too convinced that Ripple is done with lower prices. We have been in a consolidation period for the last couple of hours. 31 cents has been held as support and 34 cents as resistance, maybe even 35 cents. So we're still getting some indications that weakness is coming to the market. So just keep that in mind. The market can definitely continue its movement to the downside, but we cannot break 31 cents as we go throughout the weekend. If we break 31 cents, then again, you would expect this currency to severely move back down to lower prices, maybe around 30 or even 28 cents over the next week or so. So now let's take a look at Dash. Taking a look at Dash right now, the market continues to show us indications that the market is still giving some slight indications of strength. Just want to be careful because long term, I'm still expecting these currencies to move to the downside, even though we are catching some strength in the market right now for Dash. Okay, so yes, we can come back up to higher prices. I see no issues of it coming to around $150 over the next couple of hours, because this last completed 3-hour bar definitely shows us that some sellers in the market. So you would expect Dash to continue to move higher in price. That's a very strong push to go bar in the market. So still expecting Dash to move higher in price, but we can get something like we did during this particular time here, to where we were able to move higher, but we closed below. So just keep that in mind. Market could definitely hold resistance around $145, so we may not move higher at all. Just want to bring that on your radar, even though we are still seeing some indications of market strength. In order for us to maintain that ability to move higher, Dash cannot break $141.50. If we break that price for the remaining half of today's trading into tomorrow, then definitely expect this currency to consolidate or even move substantially lower in price. But as of right now, Dash is up 2.52%. So now let's take another look at, we're going to look at Ethereum right now. So this is a daily price chart for Ethereum. Coin is up 1.29%. Last trade was $279.43. Calm is in the markets right now for a lot of these altcoins. Even for Ethereum, the market is literally in the consolidation phase. Nothing too much to speak on for Ethereum. Market is giving us some slight indications of strength, more than it is weakness. So we are still maintaining the ability for Ethereum to move higher in price, although $285 is an area of resistance that definitely needs to be pointed out. So if Ethereum can break that $285 price level, then again, the wider area of consolidation is all the way up there towards 300. Okay, maybe a little higher than that. So you would expect Ethereum to move higher in price. Possibly the first resistance area would be around $290, and then the next area will be 300. So those are the three areas you need to watch for. But as of right now, I'm just expecting some consolidation, slight movement higher in price for Ethereum. Last before I go is going to be Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is definitely moving higher today. You can tell that it is holding our ascension line. So literally it might come up to around $600 to $800, become inundated with some more weakness and move back down to the downside. I'm not all too convinced that we are out the woods yet for lower prices, even though yesterday and even today's trading, Bitcoin is moving higher in price. So my analysis is for Bitcoin to consolidate, maybe come up to around 67.35, ultimately 6,800. If it can make it, we definitely need to have the volume though in order for Bitcoin to hit that price. I don't see it. So my analysis will be for consolidation and even moving to the downside for Bitcoin over the weekend. Okay. So again, if you guys are interested in learning more about language analysis, come on over to our HueFin News Patreon page, because we will definitely give you more exclusive content, as well as the ability for us to analyze one of your favorite altcoins using this analysis that is not causing any confusion, but it is still very informational and analytical to where you can understand what we're talking about, and you can even predict where prices are likely to go. So I do look forward to seeing you all there if you're interested, and if not, maintain your profitability the best way you know how. I'll talk to you all later.